This line's going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
West right, sit. Here we go. Chips left. 319, good.
Throwing to start this game. Okay, it's Adonai Mitchell. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. And gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
19 windy, 19 windy. Here we go. All right.
On the counter, Hall. And he stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Go.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal.
Don't jump. Ready?
And that's a New York touchdown. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. Throwing the out route complete. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, they need 7. They send a man in motion. From the gun, it's May. Finds him over the middle. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Good throw completed by May. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Here's May again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Trying to throw for it with May. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to score on the pick 6, touchdown, New York.
I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game, or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Running this one left. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Brought down before the return gets far. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Bunch right. Here we go. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. Has it downfield working the left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
11. Here we go. Good. Move 58. Move 58. I got it. Hey, never mind. Monday.
Fields on 1st down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
Easy. Hey, Ken. Man. You got a mini base. Why not? Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 20-zip lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Well, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 21-0 our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Rush coming for May. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Motion the slot man right. 3rd and 1. Here's May. That's cut for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
It's a gain of 6. And the Patriot 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air on 1st down, May. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Back to the air. It's May. Cut out left. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set. May now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So 4th down, the Patriots send out the field goal unit, Chad Ryland on the attempt. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive at home, and they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Green 19, guys.
Here's Hall once more. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
331. No mas. Hey, kid. Man. Chip slant. Sit high.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go, shot. Green 19, Alpha. 11. Hey, Ken. West side, zip. Hey, 551. Tonight.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. He'll get it at the 9. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.